Welcome back to the Gridiron Grind with Andrew and Lance. The draft is just a few days away. It's draft week. So we wanted to get one more mock in, one more just Eagles, just Vikings, and draft at the same time. Stick to the model, let you do that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But first, Lance, two questions. Did you bring the Eagles nest?
I did. I did.
Awesome.
I slept so much better last week, Andrew, with the Eagles nest and tote. So much better.
I feel like you need to get a pillowcase that just has that word, the Eagles nest, on your pillow from now on.
I like it. Or, maybe it's just an actual Eagles nest on the pillow. Something like
There you
that.
go. There you go. That works.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you brought it. And now maybe a more important question. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I don't know.
Psh.
Were you pronouncing it the right way? Because I think you're pronouncing it with one eye, but you said eyes.
Well, either way. Some people might give fish two eyes. Who knows? You don't know how people spell fish.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You're welcome. Anyway, without further ado, let's have some fun here. Okay, I think I got the right one here. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do this. You got your Eagles, I got my Vikings. We've never done this model before, so we're gonna see how this works. I'm gonna hit start draft and we're gonna see where it takes us. Hopefully, oh, it's just a going. Oh man. Are you getting it? Are you live too?
I'm on I it's loading on my side, so I'm glad that you got it.
Okay, because now it's already at my pick at 18. And so I think, like I said, there's a 90-second clock. I'm trying to see if I can see the clock somewhere. Don't see the countdown, which is kind of concerning.
Uh I'm not
Interesting.
seeing anything on my side, Andrew.
You're not?
No. It says it's still
Hmm.
waiting for the LV pick.
Interesting. Because for me, it's all the way down at my pick at 18 now. If this isn't working correctly, we'll just try again. I'm going to just draft someone and see what happens, see if it gets to you at 23. Okay,
Oh, it did work.
now it's sitting to you at 23.
Oh, there we go. Now it's showing. Okay, that was weird. It wasn't doing anything before.
Okay,
Um,
that's odd, but we're there.
we're there. Oh man, dude, if this is the way it falls, I'm not loving this.
Yeah, just to recap, since I was up against the clock, I went, and I don't think this is actually going to happen for Minnesota, but I went with the kind of just the chalk, went Dylan Thieneman because he's the best safety on the board. Makes a lot of sense, but I really don't think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to do a little something different, but Sadiq wasn't there. He got drafted at 15, so I knew I couldn't trade with you. So
I'm having trouble picking my guy, Andrew, but I think they would pick Omar Cooper. Can you pick on your end?
no, I. It's just yeah. There's no selection for me on my side. Hmm.
Interesting. I can click on the player and it just pulls up information.
Hmm. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, I can star it. Nothing.
Let me click start draft on my end. Nothing happened. Okay. Huh. I wonder where it's stuck. Hmm.
Oh, and now it's gone. I'm not in it anymore.
You're not in it anymore?
No.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we have one of two options. We can either try it again or just have one of us do the full thing.
I'll let you do the full thing, Andrew, and then you can pick for me, right? That's what we're saying.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Okay. I will exit out of this one.
Since it's being difficult.
Yeah, it's a really nice tool, but since it's free, it has its little glitches in there. Actually, I don't know if this will let me select two teams. Oh, it will. Okay, beautiful. Okay, see what happens. Okay, before we do anything, do you want to trade up?
You may try to join, is that what you're saying?
No, do you want to trade up before we do anything?
Um, no, I'm good.
All right. Or do you want me to kind of go take a little slow and see if Sadiq gets drafted? Like, I can stop it at 15 because that's kind of common. He gets drafted by Tampa Bay at 15. Do you want me to stop it there? And you can think?
Let's do that. I like it.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I can slow it down. I already picked the speed. So I'm just going to start and then do a quick pause, see where we're at. All right. So we have Mendoza, Styles, Reese, Love. All this is just, well, David Bailey dropping down to 7 is kind of interesting.
I'm surprised that
Um,
Ruben Bain's still going that high. I don't think he's going to after the recent um, information that came out regarding that car crash.
well, what's interesting about that is that happened like over a year ago, so everyone kind of already knew. I don't know why it got publicized again. So I don't know if that's going to affect his stock right now.
Yeah, I mean, I
Um,
guess the hard part is there is public perception there, though, right? If it wasn't there
yeah,
before, but I see what you're saying. If it's information that's not new to the team, then maybe they won't consider
right.
it. It'll be irrelevant to them.
It's kind of what I'm kind of thinking, but it's hard to say for sure. But so for your pick, your pos pick of 15, I'm going to kind of click this quick because it goes fast. Okay. Oh, Jordan Tyson. I was kind of hoping he'd fall to me at 18, but he didn't. Um, what are you feeling? You want to keep going?
Let's keep going. It's gonna
Do you want
happen,
me to try to stop at 15?
but we'll see what happens.
Do you want me to just go all the way to my pick at 18?
Might as well.
Okay.
He's gonna
Let's
go at 15. I can just,
see. Yep.
ugh, so dumb. I hate this
Tampa Bay
so
got him.
much. All right, let's pick your guy, Andrew.
Wait a minute. 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 What is going on with this? Do you see this board right now? Caleb Downs has not been drafted yet.
Gotta take him.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. I am the king of trading down in these mock drafts, but if this somehow happens, I mean, there's no way Kevin Concepcion is getting drafted at 13. That's crazy to
I
me.
don't know. He's gaining momentum this week from
But
the
that
buzz I've
high,
heard. I'm just
that's
saying that's what I've heard.
wild.
Well, I mean, you got to look at that though, right? Like you've got Carnell Tate, you got Makai Lemon. I mean, you've also got wait, where are the other ones that I saw?
Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson. I mean, that's four receivers. So it's not crazy if that happens.
Yeah,
If there's a run on receivers, it could conceivably
man.
happen.
I would pick two other guys above Concepcion. I would pick Denzel Boston and I would pick Omar Cooper Jr. over him. That's just wild. That's just so unexpected.
I think the
And
hard
for
part about Concepcion is his perception is varying. There's no
Yeah.
consistent, or at least from what I've seen, is somewhere
Hmm.
around the tens, could be the 20s, could be the 30s. Like it's not really like Kenyon Sadiq is a perfect example of a 5 to 15 to 20. That's what I consistently see is 15 to 20, 15 to 20 in most mock drafts.
Right. Right.
That's not what I see for Concepcion. It changes quite a bit.
Yeah. That just seems strangely high, but I will gladly take the number four prospect at number 18. Again, I would normally look at these, but if someone like Caleb Downs falls, I cannot say no. So come on down, Caleb Downs. All right. Now, Eagles at 23. You don't have any trade offers, which is odd. I figured you might,
Well, that's because
but
the board is horrible at this spot. Like we could take Blake
Thieneman
Miller,
left.
but I wouldn't want Miller. Not now.
Hmm.
Caden Proctor was the guy I thought might be it. I don't think it's Peter Woods. Terrell, I don't
Hmm.
think it's going to be him. Um,
Well, with the news of AJ Brown probably being traded, we'll talk about in the next episode.
I, I,
Do you want to go Denzel Boston?
I think it might be Omar Cooper.
Omar
That is,
Cooper?
that's kind of the buzz I'm hearing. So I'm going to try to put on my Eagles hat here. And if this is the board, I would say Omar Cooper is the pick,
Okay. We'll go Cooper.
considering there's no trade
Boom.
offers available, which is lame.
Yeah. Okay.
Back on the
Now we're
board.
down to Minnesota at 48. Man, all these guys, these four right here, I would have loved to have drafted any one of those four. Boom, 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 boom. And they're all gone. Chris Brazzell, the insanely athletic, tall receiver on the outside. He's raw, but he'd be awesome to try to develop. D'Angelo Pons, shut down corner. He had a great combine. Anthony Hill Jr. and Jacob Rodriguez, two crazy good inside linebackers. I would have loved any of those guys, but they're all gone. So that kind of stinks. Okay, let me see what my trade offers are. Oh, look at this. That's ironic. Even though I have selected you guys, you're still trading, offering to trade up for me. Would you want to trade up to 50 to
No,
49 and get 54?
no.
No. Um, let's see. 53, maybe. What's the board look like at 53? I could still get Keith
You're only dropping four
Abney.
spots there. That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no one that I'm really like dying to get, so to speak. If it was one of these guys, I'd probably say no and just stick and pick. I'm not as high on Jadarian Price like everyone else is. I know he's really good, but I don't want to draft a running back here. I want to draft a running back later. So I don't really. This is one thing I'm not fully in love with this system is it says plus future. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Is that a seventh round next
Well,
year?
hey, it
Is
could be
that
a
a
second
seventh
round
round
pick because that's what happened
2028?
for me, Andrew.
It could be.
That
You
was
don't
amazing.
know. So I'm gonna counter it, and it's not gonna show me what it is. I wish it showed me what that future was. Let's see. I doubt I can get as high as that. That's a big gap, but you never know unless you try. Okay, reject. I figured so. Let's see if I can get one of their 100 picks. Let's see 121 because the gap Minnesota has from 97 to 163 that really hurts. So getting 121 back wouldn't be bad. Still rejected. All right. Tough crowd, tough crowd. 135. I wouldn't mind that. What did you say? Okay. I won 5 points. I'll take it. Okay. Who'd they go and get? They would have got a guard. All right. And price is still there, which is interesting. Now there's two more trade offers. Oh, and I think you're right after me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep. Boom. Um, all the way down to 65 or down to 59. I think I might trade down one more time because again, there's no one I'm really dying to get. Usually in these mocks, I've been not selecting a safety in the first pick. I usually trade down, and then with my pick 49, I'm going after Halsey because it kind of fits to where the value is. But I don't need Halsey because I got Caleb down somehow. So a trade down wouldn't be bad. Let me see what else I can get out of you guys. Can I get the 106? Probably a no. Okay, that was a no. What do you say, Texans? What about the 141? No, that's even. I want to win the trade. Come on now. 141 and 167. How about that? No. All right, let's talk to the Cardinals then. It's a little bit more of a dip down, but maybe I can get. You always got to ask for a little bit more. See what they say. No, okay. I'll try one more time. If they said no again, I'll just stick and pick. How about the 217? There we go. All right. Oh, now you're up. Oh, you got two trade offers. So here's the board. Here's what we're looking at. Any positions you want to look at, or do you look at trade offers first?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and well actually let's look at trades real quick, but I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you'll be going to the 59 or the 76. That's a big drop. But you also get the 85. Boom, boom. It's interesting.
We've already got two third round picks though, so I don't consider that an area of need. So we're gonna stick
Okay.
and pick, I think. Let's close it out. We'll go
Okay.
with Eli Stowers, tight end, Vanderbilt.
Okay. Yeah. He's probably the second best tight end in this draft. I do like that. All right, Stowers, you're an Eagle. Okay. What do we got? Ooh, Dominic Orange. Let's see. Does it show both of us here? Uh, okay, I can go like that and then go to Eagles. Okay, cool. Right now, I have 65 and 82. He won't be there at 82. Do I have just a small trade down? No, that's too much. He'll be gone. So I think I'm just gonna go get me some Dominic Orange, solidify that interior. He's one of the best run stuffers in this draft. Come on, big citrus. All right, you're up at 68. No trade offers this time,
Uh,
unfortunately.
hmm, Interesting that Max Clare is available.
Do
How
you want
about
to go
now?
double tight end?
No, we're definitely only going one tight end. So at this point, I'm trying to think. I think it's going to be an offensive pick.
Okay. You want me
So
to sort by certain positions?
sure, let's go. Let's go offensive line first. So
All
interior.
right. Interior and offensive tackle, just so you can see them all.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go for any of those tackles. I'm leaning towards Keelan Rutledge.
Okay.
I think that's who they would go for at that spot. Yeah, let's go with that.
Uh, All right, Rutledge. Come on down. Okay, back on the clock at 82 for Minnesota. Sometimes I have been going running back here because it's the value for Mike Washington Jr. I really like him because he crushed at the combine. It's insane athlete, but he didn't have the best production in college. So you're wondering if he really has it or not, or if he's just an athletic freak. So I might try to wait it out and get a Jonah Coleman at my next pick. I think I have 82 and then 97. Then I have 104. That's interesting. That could be my center because this is kind of around the range the centers are going. And I don't know if I want to start that train. What are my trade offers to 91? Look, you're trading again. You want to trade?
Insider trading going on right now.
I know, right? That's wild. They keep showing Eagles wanting to trade with me. Um, 91 and 126. That's good value, but I think I want to stay because I haven't got a corner yet, right? No. And this is crazy. That's being all defense, but I like Malik Muhammad. He's a really good boundary corner, and we need one of those. So I'm going to go Malik Muhammad, solidify this defense, and then the next two picks are going to be offense. Oh, Jonah Coleman right there. That just makes too much sense. Let me see my centers first. All right, Brian Parker I like, Hecht I like. Ooh, but those are only two I really like. But my next pick's at 104, so I think both those guys should still be there. And after Coleman, I'm not in love with any of the running backs, so I'm going Coleman here. Come on down, Jonah Coleman. All right, now you're on the clock. You have one trade offer.
Let's take a look.
Here, here at 98, and it is the Saints. It's a big drop, but you get a nice pick right after.
Hmm, We'll go for it. Take it.
You want to go for that trade offer?
Actually, wait. Let's go. Let's see if we could get something else. So go to
So you
it.
want to counter it?
Yeah.
All right. So that was their offer. You want to add a little something to it or tweak it
Um, let's go throw in a fifth rounder next year.
from them?
hmm And then
Okay.
send a seventh rounder back for me next year.
Okay. So that right there.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what they say. Rejected.
Mm.
Good thing with this is you can try as many times as you want.
Let's adjust it to fifth for a sixth. Or a sixth.
All
Or so
right.
they give me a fifth, I send them a sixth.
Gotcha. So that like that?
hmm
All right. Still a no.
Man.
Playing
Mm,
hardball.
we'll take it.
You're gonna accept it?
Yep.
All righty. Okay. Looks like Sam Heck left, but my guy didn't just yet. Where is he at? He's at 116. Do I test it? What am I at? Ooh, he won't be there, but what's my one trade offer? Wow, he is 116, and that's what they're offering me. Oh man, this is going to be tough because after Brian Parker, so Brian Parker is technically a tackle, but he's going to be kicked inside to center, and I mean, the reports are, the scouting reports are he's going to be a really good center. Now, you don't know for sure, but it's one reason why they label him a center in this now, because I mean that's just widely known that he's going to kick inside a center because he's kind of got shorter arms, so he can't really defend those edge rushers the best in the NFL like he did in college. But he's still a really good offensive lineman. He'd be great on the inside at center. Do I test it? Do I push the boundary? Who's here? Do any of these guys need Cleveland needs a center? They could easily take him.
Denver.
But the thing is, he's the third one on the list. So just
Right, but Denver
by the
has two
way,
picks.
it's true. It's true. So that's two there. Does anyone else need a center? Anyone else? Ooh, Baltimore, right before I would go, would be an interesting debate. Oh man, do I test it? And what else was I gonna get with this? The 155? Nah, I'm not gonna test it. This is gonna give me a bad grade because it reaching because those two guys are higher, but I don't really like those two guys from everything that I've heard from things that I've been listening to. So I'm just gonna go get Brian Parker the second. Just go get my guy. Sometimes you just gotta get your guy. All right, Eagles back on the clock. Let me switch this to all so you can see that. You got two trade offers, or this is the board. And oh, sweet, you can see what you've done so far. So you picked Cooper Jr., Stowers, Rutledge. You haven't done any defense yet, and those are your upcoming picks.
Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the board again. And show me what the trade offers are.
Yes, sir. So going down just a few spots and picking up another pick, that's actually not a bad deal.
Mhm.
Or going down further, but getting like a back to back.
No, we'll stick and pick. No point
All
in
right.
trading back too much. We already did one trade. I think that's enough. The part I'm trying to think about here is do they go edge? Do they go
Let's put that on
safety?
there so you can take a look at what's there.
I Hard part is we don't know what's going to happen trade wise, but I feel like Jalen Kilgore is going to be the pick.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and go with that. I know it's a bit of a reach in terms of value, but that's what I'm feeling.
Not huge. 114 to 120 according to what their numbers are.
Well, I
All
think you could
right.
justify Anthony Lucas, but I just feel like Jalen Kilgore is going to be that would be the pick between them. We definitely need more safety help as of now than we do edge help. We need edge, but we absolutely need another safety.
Yeah, because there could be a certain edge from a different purple team that you guys might trade with. Who knows? All right, Kilgore. Now you're back on the clock. Hey,
Oh,
he's
he's
still
still
here.
there. Okay, we will take that guy because that's who I would have taken with the other pick.
All right, that makes too much sense. Anthony Lucas, come on down. Helps when you have back-to-back picks and you're back on the board. No trade offers. We're back on the board at 132. Oh, you want Carson Beck? You know you do.
Such a jerk. Um,
Any positions you want to look at?
Offensive line, I would think, would be another one, like
Okay.
offensive tackle in particular.
Take off IOL then. Here's your tackles.
What round are we in? We're in the fifth round, right? Or in the fourth round?
Uh, Man, I always don't quite remember the numbers. I think this is actually the fourth because Minnesota didn't have a fourth round pick, and our fifth round pick is 163. So this might be the fourth, like the back end of the fourth.
Um, I think they're going to go offensive lineman here. Let's go Isaiah World.
All right. Go big boy tackle. All right. Let's see what it looks like for us purple people. Let's see what I got so far. It's been a while since I picked, so I like it. So far, they're giving A minus mainly because Caleb Towns was somehow there. That makes no sense. That's not going to happen. But if the
Well, we don't know what's going to happen.
0.0001%, right, right. But if in the 0.0001% chance that happens, that's an easy stick and pick. There's like three or four guys that Minnesota, if that guy is there at 18, you make no thoughts. You turn the card immediately. And Downs is one of them. Another one is Jeremiah Love. But again, there's like no chance that's going to happen. Most likely, I would assume they're going to do a little trade back in the first round. But if that happens, that's an easy pick. So I got my safety taken care of. I got my corner taken care of. I could use another D lineman. I wouldn't mind that. Got my running back, got my center. I like it. Also need another wide receiver. Wide receiver three wouldn't be bad. Oh, and Jeff Caldwell was a 30 visit, so that could be interesting. What's my next pick? 163, right where he's ranked. How does this happen all the time? Tight end wouldn't be bad to look at either because Hawkinson's only on our team for one more year. Linebacker, I wouldn't mind looking at. And let's look at D lineman also, just see what's there. All right. Got no trade backs, so gotta have to stick and pick. Hmm. I think I am gonna wait at receiver. I don't like the receivers there. The receiver I like is Caldwell because he's like a 6'5", 340 receiver. He's very raw. He hasn't played receiver very long, but he's like a ball of clay that you might be able to turn into something. He could be nothing, but if we get him in the fifth round at our 163, that's a good pick you can take a risk on. So I think I might be going tight in here, just the way the board fell. Because I like Tim Keenan, but he's just like a big citrus that we have, just another big run defender, and he's just not as good. So I don't want two run defenders. And Justin Jolie is interesting because he has a lot of athletic ability. I think I'm going to just go with Justin Jolie because I don't see anyone else that makes sense value-wise. I would trade back, but there's no offers. So we're just going to go Justin Jolie. Oh, and you're back up here at 137. No trade offers, and here's the board.
I'm not loving this.
I like Cole Payton as a prospect. He's got some potential. I mean, according to this, all you need is a nose tackle, then your team is complete.
If only it was that simple. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for the optimistic outlook, Andrew. I love it.
Hey, this is stick to the model. They're saying that's all you need, nothing else. Just like the Saints, all they need is an interior linebacker, then their team is perfect.
Well, here's one thing I do know is Carson Beck, if he falls to the fourth round, will
Mm,
fall to the fifth or sixth round. Because as we learned, this is actually really good insider last year. I don't know if you caught this, but Tom Pelissero said it, shared it. But
mm.
if a quarterback that has starting potential is planning on getting drafted, it better be in the first three rounds. Because if not, most teams won't revisit it until the back end of the fifth and the sixth or the seventh.
That does make sense.
Because
That
the
does make
the
sense.
third to fourth rounds are typically where you're taking your darts, and you're not trying to take a dart on a quarterback that has fallen for some reason.
Hmm.
So I think you take
Mm-hmm.
Carson Beck out of the equation for most teams in this range. So then
Mm-hmm.
that puts us in offensive line makes no sense. We already took two offensive linemen. I don't see us taking any.
Yeah. This is what you're looking at so far. You're looking at a pretty good draft so far.
I mean, this would be a reach, and I don't love it. There's no trade offers, but I could totally see them
Mm-hmm.
going with Eli and taking another tight end, saying we
Another
got
tight end.
another good value pick. Let's go for it. We'll see.
BPA kind of thing.
I mean, I'm just not loving. I mean, unless it's Reggie Virgil, but that's maybe it would be Reggie Virgil though. I mean, let's go with Reggie Virgil. You talked me into it. I think that that's actually fair. I think
Okay.
they would go there because they've already drafted a tight end. So let's go with that one.
Okay. Highest receiver that's left over, Reggie Virgil from Texas Tech. You are an Eagle. Oh man, big gap between us. Oh, I don't think he's there. Nope. He got the Packers. Out of all teams that pick my guy, the Packers go get him. Come on, man. If the Steelers or the Ravens, I'm like, all right, too bad. But the Packers hurts my heart. Hurts my heart. Okay, no trade offers again. Be a stick and pick kind of situation. Interesting. I already got my tight end. And none of these guys up here are like fullback options. I'm looking more at like Nowakowski for my fullback option because we don't have a fullback anymore since CJ Ham retired. So I'm not doing that yet. There's probably not really any good linebackers out there. Those would be reaches. This guy is interesting. Red Murdoch. My my inside draft analysis guru, his name was Thor Nystrom, he was explaining Red Murdoch, and he just sounds like your old school snot-nosed linebacker, where he's not like the most athletic in the world, but he is gritty. He's going to be your hardest worker. He's going to be great in the locker room, and he's going to get on the field. He's not, like I said, he's not going to have the greatest of stats, and that name is just a linebacker name too. I really would love to draft him, but it's a little early. What's my next pick? 196. So I'm probably going to miss out on him too. Man, it's not really falling right. Don't want to reach that far. We probably could use an edge if we're possibly trading a certain edge over to a certain green team.
A bird team
Huh.
thing.
Yeah, yes, 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 yes. That goes caw, that kind of bird.
Yeah, because you might be
Um,
thinking of the Packers when you say green team.
Never. I would never trade anyone good to the Packers. They could have our punter. That's about as far as I'll go. And we have a good punter, so I probably wouldn't even trade him. But I might go with this Dame Tucker. I don't know much about him. I know Max, he's fine. Man, it's not really falling well toward the end here. I'm really hoping Red Murdoch is here. I doubt it. And I'm not going to get my receiver that I wanted. So this draft isn't getting my wide receiver three. So if this happened this way, hopefully Minnesota just like signs a DeAndre Hopkins as our wide receiver three because he's still available. But I'm torn. You know what? Because I don't know much about him. I'm just going to go Cole Payton just because to make it fun. Another project quarterback. Why not? I like it. Cole Payton has crazy athletic ability. People are kind of comparing him to like a Tim Tebow, where he's great running the ball and he's a left-hander quarterback, which is just ironic. But I think he's a little bit better. So just why not? Throw
We're
a
gonna
dart
take a
throw in the fifth round.
dart throw for us, and we're gonna go Albert Regis from Texas A&M.
Okay. Okay. Get yourself a D lineman because, like it says, all you need is a nose tackle. All right, Albert,
We're in
come
we're in
on
dart throw
down.
territory.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, Jack Kelly is still there. I think he was ranked higher than my boy Red. Let me see. Nope. Someone took Red before. Who took him? Who took him? Who took my guy? I gotta know. I gotta know. Wow, he went kind of high. Went to the Bills. All right, I'm cool with that. Play with Josh Allen. I'm fine with that. All right. No trade offers. Let's see what receivers are out there right now. Ooh, that'd be a little bit of a reach, but I might just do it. 217 is my next pick. I'm not going to miss out on my guy again. I'm going to go get Tyron Montgomery, the wide receiver from John Carroll. I think I talked about him in one of our previous mock draft episodes where
Yeah,
he's got crazy potential talent. Potential talent. It could be nothing, but this is the sixth round, so that's when you do it. But he was destroying everybody at the Senior Bowl, and he's got insane athletic capabilities. He is a potential really good draftable steal in the sixth round, or he could be a nothing burger. But we're gonna take a chance. And then you're up right after me.
perfect. We're gonna go Jack Kelly.
Okay.
I like him.
Yeah,
I
you're
followed him.
yep, yep, yep.
He's a good
That's
player,
why right there.
and
Right there is
there's
why.
more to it than that, Andrew. But no, Jack Kelly would be a good, especially in the draft, like right now. Not a reach.
hmm
This is good
hmm
value.
Jack Kelly. All right, 217. This is where I'm going to be looking for probably my fullback. See, he's still ways down there though. What's my next pick? Oh, I have four picks left, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We'll wait till like one of the last two. Let's see who's available, who kind of slipped through the cracks. We do need a inside linebacker, but also an edge. I didn't take an edge yet, did I? I think I passed on that. I like this Mason Rieger. I think he's being slept on a little bit. He's a good athlete. Didn't have great numbers, but for depth and for maybe a developmental guy, and especially if we do trade a certain edge rusher to a certain Green Bird team, we'll need someone to kind of be in the waiting in the reins in a year or two. And I like him better than the other two, so I'm gonna go Mason Rieger. I'm gonna do that. I like that. Then here's my back to backs. Okay, now I want to get my oh, man. He's still way down there though. I think I'm just gonna do it. It's gonna give me a bad grade, but I'm gonna go take my fullback, Nowakowski. He's awesome. And then again, it's gonna give me a bad grade, but I hope he's there somewhere. Yeah, my Cade Weegan, my kick return specialist. Come on down. I'm not gonna miss out on those guys. And back of the clock at 244 for me. I think this is my last pick. Oh, it totally hated. Look at all this. All these C's and all these picks. That just destroyed my grade. I had like an A minus grade up until here, but that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't like it. I like it. That's all that matters. All right. I don't really need anything else. I got everything I wanted. Maybe an interior linebacker wouldn't hurt. So he's not here anymore. He's going to go back to school, or I would take Owen Heineke because, I'm an OU guy. But he's not. He's going back to OU for one more year. So I'll just take the best one on the board, Lander Barton. I've heard a little bit about him, but not a lot. But we need an interior linebacker. Oh, and that is it. Okay. Hey, give me a B for that. All right, let's take a look at what you did with Philly.
Hmm.
Oh, it's not going to show me. That's lame. Um, how can we see team? Never done two on here before. It gave me a B. What did it give you? It gave you a B plus. Very nice. I want to see what you drafted. Let me see Philly. No, you're not going to show it to me?
Hmm.
That's kind of messed up. It's going to show the depth chart. Maybe there we go. How to just play with it a little bit. So here's your draft. Your best drafted player as far as their grade was Anthony Lucas.
Fair.
Give you an A for that. You had one trade. You only had one trade. I figured you'd be doing a lot more trades, just the
I
one,
just
but
didn't
you had the
love what
one
I was
trade
seeing
down.
for trades. I thought it was going to be better, but
Yeah,
the way it lined up was not great.
yeah.
I disagree with the Eli Stowers grade. That seems unfair to me. I think that 57 or that 57 for their value is a little low. I think he's a better tight end than that.
Well, yeah, but you got him at 54, and I mean that's just right there. That's
I know.
not a big gap.
I don't, yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't, but that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. That's Jalen Kilgore. I knew it was going to be a reach, so I knew it was going to cite me on that a little bit. Same thing for Albert
Mm-hmm.
Reed. The hard part is, man, when you get to the Isaiah world, I think it's going to be interesting because the fact he was a visit to the Eagles, I think he will
Mm-hmm.
drop. He has an injury.
Mm-hmm.
That lines up perfectly for the Eagles to give him a chance to start up his career. I do think Jack Kelly could make sense just based off of the linebacker that he is, and we will need more linebacker depth. But yeah,
Yeah, end of the sixth round, totally fine. Yeah.
I don't think this is the hard part is like you do these things and we'll see how the draft goes. But I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was bad decisions. I'm fine with the decisions I made all the way through, but yeah.
Yeah, it just yeah, that first pick, board didn't fall to you anywhere like you liked.
Yeah, it just was
Um,
tough, man. That is not who I would
yeah.
pick. And the only way I think you justify an Omar Cooper pick if you're the Eagles is if you do a small trade down. Genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
we will see. I don't love the fact that there's that rumor out there now about the Eagles. That is not ideal. So,
Yep, we'll touch on that very shortly. I think it's funny that on this doesn't update all that much, but it still has JJ McCarthy as QB1 for Minnesota, and it doesn't even show um, Kyler. I think they have him as QB4 just because he just got signed, but it's not a flawless system, but it's cost effective, it's fun, it works. Um, so for the Minnesota draft, I mean, if this happened, Minnesota will be just having parades in the streets because if we got the probably second or third highest rated defensive player in the draft,
mhm.
we would not be able to pass up on him quick enough. I mean, our card would be in, like while the commissioner is reading off the Lions picking their offensive tackle, our card will be in. Caleb Downs, just take it now. Do I see that happening? Absolutely not. I guess you could say since the Bengals traded out of 10, because that was a popular spot that he was going to get, but then the Giants would just take him at 10. That just makes too much sense. But anyway, but if that happened, that'd be phenomenal. And then I just went just straight defense to start this sucker off. So solidify our secondary with Muhammad and Downs, and then solidify our D line with Dominic Orange. If this something like this happens, where this is probably a Thieneman, but let's just say we get a super stud safety, a huge monster in the middle to shut down the run, and then another really good boundary corner. Minnesota's defense is going to be flirting with top five. I mean, and was already kind of there
Whoa.
last year, and then this would make it better. I mean, if you look at points per game, I think they were like 7 or 8 last year, and that's with not great defensive line and with our offense having three and outs all the time, and they were still doing so good. So this, I think, would make them flirting with that top five because these are some good players. These are some good players. Um, But after that, I basically went offense for the rest of the draft, looks like. Got Jonah Coleman, who would be a really good running back for us. He doesn't have the top end speed, but he does everything else really good. Brian Parker II would probably start right away at center, and I got him in the fourth round, which is awesome. And then tight end that we're going to develop over the next couple of years behind TJ Hawkinson. I just picked Cole Payton just for the fun of it because he's a really fun quarterback, and you can never use too many, as we see now with Minnesota's quarterback room. And then got Tyron Montgomery, who's a kind of a project receiver, but he's got a lot of like possibilities, a lot of potential. Mason Rieger, I think, is very underrated edge rusher. Riley Nowakowski will be our fullback. Caden Weegan will be our returner. And then just got to get some linebacker depth and a guy that can play special teams, and that's Barton. So I like what I did. I got 12 picks. Right now, Minnesota only has 9. So, I picked some picks up in these two trades. Like what I did though. I like what I did. They didn't give me good grades here. Lots of C's, but you know what? I like what I did.
That's fair, man.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yep. Just a few more days and we'll see how the real thing goes.
I know we're so close. This is probably the most exciting week it's been in probably a month because right after like the first couple waves of free agency, you're like, okay, not really a lot going on. Occasionally something would break, and you're like, oh, that's
I
interesting.
think free agency's okay. This is the real fun.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just saying for like the past month after that first wave of free agency, it's like, well, not really a lot going on. Sometimes like a Kirk Cousins signs, you get to make fun of him for a little bit, but you know, not really a whole lot of NFL breaking news. Like, whoa, outside of a couple things we're going to talk about next episode, but that's because it's draft week. Draft week hits, things start moving, we start to have some fun.
Or maybe
Speculation comes
some
around.
reports get fueled by the fact that there's a famous reporter that supposedly had a relationship with a NFL head coach. Just throwing that
I
out there.
mean,
Maybe it's
not,
possible.
not saying, just saying.
Exactly.
Oh man, but that is it for this mock draft. We did I think three mocks total. It was a lot of fun. We'll see how close we are. We're probably way off base, but hey,
Hey, if
whatever
we hit on
happens,
two of
happens.
them, we hit on two of them.
I mean, yeah, if you hit two out of your, I think you selected 10 players, and if I hit two out of my 12, we did great.
Yeah,
We did great, and we will
perfect.
take it.
Howie Roseman, please come and
Um,
hire me.
yes, yes. I mean, I'm sure he has like five plans for 23, and one of them is probably trading back because if Sadiq's not there, and if one of those safeties aren't there, I think you guys aren't there. I don't think you guys stick and pick there if those guys aren't there.
Yeah, I mean maybe an offensive. I'd say offensive line, tight end, um and safety. If those three positions don't line up the way they want, then trade back.
Hmm.
So
Yep. Yep. But that's it for this episode. We're gonna do an episode of the some of the latest news going on next. But thank you guys for joining us in this episode of the Gridiron Grind with Andrew and Lance. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you next time.
we'll see everybody.